Hey YouTube, Piasacrew here. We just recorded a video of our alternate art Torrential Tides booster box. Unfortunately our mic cut out and there was no sound, so we're just gonna kind of talk for a few minutes, give a recap or highlight of all the great stuff that came out of that box. We're really disappointed the video didn't have sound, but we're gonna just show real quick here all of the great stuff that came from it, and then also just talk for a few minutes about a couple of things we were talking about as well, about ourselves and just in general. You know, we definitely love Metazoo. Shout out to Immortal Workshop. I've been buying cards from them for a long time. I bought base set booster boxes from them. I bought the convention packs from them, and I bought my pre-order and a couple boxes else afterwards of Torrential Tides. And the alternate art Torrential Tides booster box actually was part of, I won that through a drawing that they did for some of the early pre-orders. And I was very lucky to get it. Very happy to have gotten it, and very happy to have been able to open it for the community and just kind of show all of what's in store with it, or what was in it. The light's a little bright, but I'm going to show all the Blossom rares to get started here. So you're not really going to see the textures as well, but just going to showcase all the Blossom rares first. Eddie. Just gotta sleeve these real quick again. Barely even want to touch them. But this box was great. I was very happy to open it. And then after kind of just like talk and show the cards from this box, we're actually gonna have music in the background to just kind of show the video itself of what we opened with it, for anyone who wants to check that out as well. Try to get a good look here. These cards, these box toppers. I think in the future as well, definitely want to try to get one of these boxes and keep it sealed. Definitely love Metazoo, been collecting for years. It's my favorite one for sure. Love Moon Frogman. And I'm gonna show the pulls as well. That was such a great box. Like I was so happy just to have the box, and then these promos with it, and then the pulls, man, about to see. But yeah, ever since start with this. So ever since base set, I always thought it was cool collecting the reverse hollow auras. I know it was kind of a harder pull to get, so that was my first time, first 5 boxes getting a reverse hollow water aura, so I was happy about that. And then we got 2 alternate arts from the box. The Kashtaka, definitely new one added to the binder collection, and same with all these cards, I'm adding it to my binder collection. I do like slabs too, but just want these in my binder. This one was the other alternate art. Got the 3 stars, of course. This was definitely one of my chase cards. It's definitely, this I was talking about in the video as well. It's such a cool to see the darker looking art style coming back to Metazoo. And then the biggest pull from these packs, I was so surprised to pull a hidden rare. So these alt art boxes very well maybe just have some extra heat to it. Got the Pele alternate art. Try to show it a little better textures. So happy to pull this. So happy to have it in general. And just early, we are happy to show to the community just kind of like what comes out of one of them. So the rest of this video here will just be showing with music in the background. Shout out to Steve here, his brother. This is his music. We'll put a link in the description of the video for his music if you like what you hear. But we're just gonna have the rest of the video be the original video we did, showcasing the opening of the whole box. And in the beginning as well, I was just kind of showing the art on the box itself, kind of just showing all the sides, showing the top of it with the wrap and unwrapped box. And you know, from here too, though, I just want to also say we've been talking about it for the entire time we've been doing stuff, posting. But we are a collective out of Illinois. We make music, and in September here, we're going to be recording some music in the studio. So by October, we're going to have some more content, or even before, but specifically with our songs, we're going to be doing some original tracks and a couple of renditions of like Halloween types of themes. And we're going to be posting more, or start to post our music, build a little bit of an archive of our music, getting that started in October here. So I really appreciate anyone who checks this out. Hope the community enjoys this, and just enjoy. We'll be back soon. Peace.
Father, for I have sinned. You can't say I'm not committed. I should be committed. Just admit it. You should have helped me. You should have helped me. Forgive me, Father, for not knowing my mother. You can't say I'm not devoted. I must be committed. I just don't get it. Why hide the truth from me? How could I let the voices in? How could I let the moon?
Where the rejects, where do we go from here?
never wanted to knock down, but I'm your fool.